we don't really understand how powerful we really certainly truly are, and how powerful our ancestors are. You know, and how powerful the earth is. The earth sees and knows what's going on. In the same way we are detoxing and cleansing the poison and the candida and the parasites out of our body, planet Earth is doing the same thing. So you want to stop being a parasite to planet Earth, and you want to get with the program, because you afraid of the politics? Nah, Mama Earth, she gonna send a tornado. She's gonna send a hurricane.
Greetings, my name is Queen Afua. I help people to live a healthy life in body, mind, and spirit. Welcome into the sacred circle, where you will find peace, inspiration, and practical tools for living a happy wellness lifestyle. So come inside and make yourself at home. Now is the time that we're in now. We want you to give us the read. What's happening in the cosmos? What's going on with our great mother Newt? What message does she have for us?
So many things are going on, but before I get into that, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. You just look so beautiful, and you feel so good on this side. You're so powerful. Just your energy, just everything, and everything that you were sharing about the healing work. That's what's really going on more than ever before. I have my notes in front of me, and I mean, you gave the forecast, Queen. You know, when you spoke about what's coming up with the virus, and there are some major things happening that are going to be tough to work through, but there are definitely some beautiful things. So my name is Kateria Knows. I am an astrologer. I've been studying astrology for over 20 years, and I've been practicing astrology for over 9 years professionally. I love this work. I am also the creator of the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, a royal celebration where we are celebrating the great awakening that's taken place on planet Earth.
And I'll be there.
Ashe. And then
I'm so excited.
Queen Afua will be speaking at the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, and we'll have so many sacred women there supporting, being a part of this, and doing a thing with the Queen. So this is definitely a time, and that's what I really have to share, because the work that we are already doing is the call for the astrological alignments that are taking place. And this particular awakening that we are in right now won't happen for another 25,000 years. We are shifting on a 2,000 year cycle, a 12,000 year cycle, and a 25,000 year cycle. So if all of you are out there feeling these major shifts and changes within your body, within your physical body, you're hearing ringing in your ears, you're seeing things off the side in your peripheral vision, you know, you are experiencing shifts and changes to your sleep patterns, your body is becoming allergic to different foods all of a sudden out of the blue. Like, I just became allergic to everything. You know, I'm surprised I ain't allergic to this air yet. But all of these things are happening to you because planet Earth is going through an evolutionary cycle. And when I say planet Earth, you have to understand that you are planet Earth. That's why your body can't really even go too far past planet Earth. You are made up of the elements of planet Earth. So you need to shift and transform as she is, or leave Earth. So when it comes to the shifting that is taking place, it's very important that you utilize Mother Earth's tools, like what Queen Afua is speaking about when it comes to the herbal remedies, when it comes to eating the natural foods, and stop killing Mother Earth's children to feed yourself. She already gave you more than enough food for you to consume, and then you want to go and kill the little calf and the little baby chickens and things to satisfy yourself when it's unnecessary. Knock it off, because she is literally sending her wrath on everybody that is disrespecting her children. I know we have a lot going on in the politics, and you know, people are afraid of what, you know, is happening in our world, in the political structures. But really, if you are on your ascension path, You don't need to be concerned about that. Mother Earth is coming to take care of her children that are on their ascension path, bringing them into a whole new paradigm and a whole new society. But we have to usher it in, and we have to
so we all
take
have
care
to
of
get on our ascension path then. That's the bottom line, what you're saying. We all have to get on our ascension path.
Yes.
Speak.
Absolutely.
Back in the 60s, we said, speak on.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, the thing about it is, like, we don't really understand how powerful we really certainly truly are, and how powerful our ancestors are. You know, and how powerful the earth is. The earth sees and knows what's going on. In the same way we are detoxing and cleansing the poison and the candida and the parasites out of our body, planet Earth is doing the same thing. So you want to stop being a parasite to planet Earth, and you want to get with the program, because you afraid of the politics? Nah, Mama Earth, she gonna send a tornado. She's gonna send a hurricane.
Oh, yes.
She gonna be really wild, and it's gonna look very interesting. Like, wow, Mother Earth, I didn't know that you would just move in such obvious ways. But that's the astrological call. So I just have so many things to share with you all, and I'm just so happy to get this opportunity to speak to everybody. And I just want to encourage you all who are starting off brand new on your journey. Keep going. Do not rush yourself. The solar eclipse that we had last week was literally telling us that we are more protected than we actually know that we are. But it's time that we implement the different modalities and methods to maintain this healing journey. Just do the things that you need to do. You are well. You are very much so protected. And it's about establishing healthy systems of protection by connecting with your family. Okay, by connecting. And when I say family, it doesn't just mean your biological family. I'm talking about the spiritual family. And that's why we have the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, taking place in Atlanta, Georgia in August. But not only that, this particular solar eclipse tells us to tune in to what we truly need. It tells us to tune in to the natural flows of life, and it's telling us too that our life expectancy, our lifespan has actually been extended. So a lot of people are out here trying to do work, trying to get this done, trying to get that done, and you feel like you're getting faced with a bit of inertia. Like, wow, I've been putting in all of this work for these things, but things are not unfolding in the way that I thought that they would. That's because my sisters and my brothers who may be watching, your life has been extended. Okay, that was the shift. While the opposite forces, they're speeding up, trying to put everybody in fear and trying to create a race war and a pandemic and hustling and striving for this. That's because their whole cycle is going down the drain. That's what the eclipse was about, while ours is being extended. So you may be 20 years old, you may be 40 years old, but nah, you're really 80, 100, 200, years old, and you're going to be living for 400 years, 600 years. Literally, we have reached a brink of immortality with the eclipse that took
All right, now that sounds like Dr. Drew Pokum is in the house with it in the spirit.
I love her. That's why she's going to be honored at the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, because this is her work. And I want everyone to really tune into that energy.
But share with us Return of the Gods, because all these healings are going to be coming together. Through your vision, through what has come through you. Share a little bit about that so that we can also register that and be a part of it.
Absolutely. So the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, it is a 3-day event. The main day is Saturday, which is going to be the 8th of August. We have a meet and greet on Friday. That's also going to be in Atlanta at Sadiq's Bistro, where people just get a chance to kind of come together and connect with each other. And then we have God's Day of workshops held that Sunday, so you can get more edified and more fortified with the messages that are going to be shared that Saturday. Now, the Real Family Reunion, Return of the Gods, the concept was given to me from our ancient ancestors, but over the years, I've been revealed more about what this event is really about. So they say it takes a village to raise a child, but who raises the village? Because the state of the village, we haven't been wanting the village to raise our children. So who raises the village is the culture. But we need to establish and create God culture. Okay? So when we really hold up to these principles of Ma'at, we're dressed in our royal garb, regalia of white and silver, the purification of Obatala. and we're learning how to eat properly. We're learning how to commune properly. We're learning what unity truly is. That is God culture. Okay. And that energy is what's going to be healing our village. And that's the energy that we need to move in. So that's really what the Real Family Reunion is all about. But you know, when we do it, you know, our people, we got to do it with style. We need to be entertained. So we will
it's
have
royal.
Yes.
It's a royal, spiritual, physical, dietary, on every level, full uplifting, because we turned up our divinity. So I would say, on a personal level, what do you do on a daily, because we want to meet your house, your inner house. What do you do to sustain yourself holistically and naturally that really does it for you, that we can grab a hold of and be inspired by?
Wow, that's so beautiful. So I am an astrologer, and I utilize astrology to help others rise to their higher selves, because it's what really helps me to rise to my higher self. Ultimately, and I just put up yesterday on my Instagram that following the ways of the North Node is the greatest life hack. So, you know, and I'm going to explain that just a little bit. It won't take me too long. The North Node in astrology is the point of the moon. It indicates the eclipses of the year. In your own personal North Node indicates the direction you need to move in within your life. Your South Node are the things that you need to move away from. So, you know, in Christianity, they say, well, what would Jesus do? For me, I say, well, what would my North Node do? And whenever I follow the qualities and the characteristics of my North Node, it keeps me in divine alignment with my higher self and with my purpose. But on a physical level, I am a raw alkaline vegan, and that has allowed me to age backwards. I take my green life every day. It saved my life last night, Queen, because I'm doing a candida cleanse, and it's been intense. I had to take that green life to save my life.
Wonderful.
Yes, and the things that I learned from Sacred Woman really keeps me going. Ashe, that green life. And if you can see behind me, I got my Sacred Woman certificate hanging up on the wall.
Yes.
And the things that I learned from Sacred Woman keep me going. My sisters keep me going. Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Well, you keeping us going. And that glow, we are feeling the sunlight drop on your face. And we are receiving our medicine. We'll all be out there. We will all be at the return of the gods. They will be taking bus loads, plane loads, car loads, carpooling. We will all be showing up those days to gather together to be empowered and fortified. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your dedication. And we just love you to life. Ashe.
I love you. I love you so much, Queen. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
How can I follow up with you? What's your website?
Yes. So before I share how to follow up with me and my website, I just want to let everyone know all the things that are happening on planet Earth is only assisting you in becoming more independent. Okay. So you got to become independent with your food, with your resources, and all of these different things. Yes, there will be wars happening in America, but it's the win for the people. It's the win for the people. So yeah, check me out so you can get more information on that. My website is astrologicschool.com, and you can find me on social media under Kateria Knows, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Merry Sunday to you, Queen. Thank you so much for having me be a part of this.
Thank you.
Also, Kateria, woo!
She's a well.
Oh my gosh.
On and on. Everybody got to get a reading from her. She's on like that. And we have so much, but all of us, we just beacons of light. You got doing your work. I consider myself on your path. I'm an artist that nobody knows about.
You are too humble, okay? Shut it up. So many of us are influenced by you.
Concept.
Yeah.
We want to hear about that. How did it evolve?
Absolutely. That is the word. Poof. Evolve. Bolded, underlined, italicized. That is the word of our entire life, right? Yes. And so titles have always felt really strange for me. Mm-hmm. And it's probably because I have felt like within this one body, I've lived 1,000 different lives already, right? Like currently I'm studying a bit of Tibetan Buddhism, and I'm just getting comfortable with death, because here in the Western side of the world, specifically to America, we're really uncomfortable around conversations with death. And we also look at it as just an aging process of the body. We'll only think about death when you reach like 95 or 100. But in reality, like, we die constantly.
Okay, I love it. I'm right.
Even when you think about summer, people will be like, okay, I can't wait for summer to return. I can't wait for the leaves to return. But those are not the same leaves as last summer.
Okay.
Those leaves have died. Every season, it's a new life. So I look at that the same way with myself, right? And so the word artist just gave me more freedom to play around in all these different ways. Like, yes, I am an on-air personality on radio.
Yes.
And for myself, the word personality, I don't know, Queen. It just, I guess because everyone has a personality, but I have the personality with a capital P because of my job. And that was just strange to me. And then also I think coming into this emotional empowerment, self-care, wellness, what have you, as like a business, as a brand, was very accidental, you know?
There's no accident, though. It's in divine order.
That's true. That's true. But just meaning like, I didn't look at things with this business lens, and it's like, yo, how can I tap into this billion-dollar industry? And how am I going to find my target audience and meet them where they're at, and all the strategy? Like, I wasn't using that solely one half of my brain.
Yes.
I was doing the work internally for myself and using words as my main form of medicine, aka affirmations.
Yes.
And because it was working so beautifully for myself, I decided to share it. And then that naturally opened up the doors for me to involve branding, still as a part of my healing, right? To involve business. So this is like the I'm giving you the scenic route to the answer.
I love the scenic route, because that's a birthing. I love the process of being, and then you seeing what you've been being, and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm about wellness and upliftment, but I'm also creative and I'm an artist. Wait a minute, I'm a wellness artist.
Yes, bingo.
Branding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, to me,
so I love
it's
that
all about,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's all about being led, you know? And so artist to me means that I can take anything that's happening in my life and use perspective to turn it into art. Something that may appear to be ashes, right? Even thinking about, again, how I brought up all these different cycles of death that we're in. Those ashes can be turned into art, you know?
Yes.
And so for me, I always believe that if there's any magic wand that we have, it is perspective. It is perspective. Like, God speaks loudest to me through analogies. And so if I just look at something that's happening in my life, or something that's just happening to our life at large, right? But take another angle with it, right? Put more light to it, put more dark to it, see the shadows, just view it from a different eye. Maybe it's our first eye, right?
All right.
Then I will be able to see God's fingerprints on it and extract what is needed for me in the moment.
That sounds like good medicine.
Listen, and so I often use the example of someone like a Mary J. Blige, who we know had so much drama in her personal life, but she was able to funnel the energy of it, into a song that we love.
Yes.
So many of her songs, it's crazy, are the product of her pain.
You know, that's so real, because I played this song for years.
Yeah.
Every time we had Sacred Women's Rites of Passage, when we get into the place that it's time to let go, I would play No More Drama.
Yeah.
And the roof would open up, and the women would be shouting and dancing and releasing. So I could definitely see the trauma, the death to the resurrection, taking it as medicine for release and overcoming. So I think that was a good analogy, her word. That
Yeah.
really used that as like it's golden seal. It's a bitter.
Because nothing is wasted.
Clean up the liver.
Yeah,
Yes,
nothing
medicine.
is wasted at all. Yeah. And so that's how I view my life. And so I share it through audio vision boards that I create, which are just like my remix to affirmations. I share it through my writing. I share it through what I'm wearing.
Could you give us
like,
a healing affirmation right now?
I absolutely could.
And we'll follow you.
Yeah.
You give it and I'll say it behind.
Okay, cool. So I am zooming out to see the bigger picture.
To see the bigger picture.
I am
zooming in
to be the bigger picture.
To be the bigger picture. Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody just take it in like it's a tea. And let that steep for a minute. You gotta give us another one. That feels real good to the soul. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for another one now?
Thank you.
All right.
I love you, Queen. Thank you. Woo. High vibration.
I love that. Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
You ready? I'm ready.
I know
that
my peace is a weapon of mass construction.
Is a weapon of mass construction. Everybody write that down. Ooh, keep going. Whoa. Yes.
Yes, girl.
After you say you start laughing. Now you done changed the whole planet. And you just as light as a feather. Come on, my work it.
And that's a big one to me, especially thinking about our current social climate. And, you know, after you detox, that's not the finale of the process. You then have to build.
Rejuvenate. That's
rejuvenate. Right. And so it's really our peace that is going to construct something that brings us good, that is sustainable good. Right?
You better preach.
Thank you, Queen.
This is I'm having a ball with you. This is a personal fun ball that we're having because this is revolutionary. When you know that it's all inside, what would you tell us on this coronavirus that you do that has pumped you up, that has kept you strong and empowered? Share that so we can walk in those footprints.
Absolutely. And I love the way you crafted that. Okay, there's many different directions I could take with it, but number one is really just having quality time alone with God, sincerely. And I feel like this is said in so many ways, because even though God is omnipresent, right, is with us in all these different ways, but every relationship, especially like if you think of it in modern days, in order to sustain a relationship with your loved one, you would have to go out on dates, right? In order to sustain a relationship with your loved one, then you have to listen to them with your phone to the side, you know, just giving them the gift of presence. And that's the same thing with God. So in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll have my meditation practice, you know. And before, I realized for many years, I was just kind of like talking to myself, but I knew God was in the room. And then this year, I've been really proactively saying, God, I want you to sit here. And I've been speaking directly to he, she, or they, however you want to kind of personify God. And that has deepened our relationship. So then, once I establish in the morning, because that's kind of the armor that I need, because there's so many different voices. Yes, it sets the tone. And I have to be able to distinguish my voice, God's voice, and then the world's voice.
All right.
Because there are so many microphones on this planet. There's so many different platforms. And a lot of people are great at delivery, where you might think something is right for you, but it may not be. Because we still live, like, something I've reminded myself time and time during this year is that human beings are a part of an ecosystem. And usually when we think of ecology, we'll think of plants, we'll think of animals, right? Like it sounds crazy, a lion trying to convince a bird that it can come down on earth and devour, a deer, right? Like no matter how dope that pitch is to the bird, it can't do it because it has its own path. But as humans, right? Someone can like make a sale on whatever type of, methodology, life path, any type of skill, can really sell it to you thinking that it's for you. But you don't realize that your energy, your divine DNA is not meant to be that, because essentially you're the bird and that's the lion. So that's why I have to pay attention to my maker, because my maker has the manual for me,
for your life, for your divine,
for my life. Yes, so that I understand, because we're all supposed to be different.
Yes.
That's how we learn from each other. That's how we have, dope women that can create these, popping shoes, and someone else, queen who has all of the different herbs for us. Like we're not meant to all be the same. But in some ways, if you spend a lot of time online, you'll feel like you can do anything.
Well, that's why you said you have to start your day in your meditation.
Yes.
Going to your maker, getting clear on what your purpose is and how you're to manifest, manifest who you are.
Yes.
I'm thinking about you. I said, now where did she get all this? Did you was it your mother, your father? What put all this vibration to your spirit that you're giving to us so strong and so clear?
Well, you know what?
Who was your inspiration?
Yeah. So I think naturally, I'm a Scorpio sun. I'm also a Scorpio Venus. I have a lot of Scorpio in my charts. And so I just have an insatiable amount of curiosity within me.
Your study, the spiritual study, you've been going in. All right.
Yes, it's been like that since I was younger. So I have to be honest, it's a lot of your books. It's also a woman by the name of Elizabeth Gilbert.
Yes.
I feel like I am very spiritually multilingual. So there's things that come from a Christian path.
That's a book. You know what you just said? That's a book.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Okay. I see all the creativity everywhere. I see the art everywhere. We're so
a book that I can write.
We're so excited about you. We need to know how we can keep up with you. How do we keep up with you? What's happening? What's going on? What workshop you're going to have? We need to keep this relationship and this conversation going. Could you share with us that?
Oh, I would love to. Thank you so much for giving me space to do so. So, hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us, for giving us a piece of your time on this beautiful Sunday. You can find me on this platform at It's Tracy G, ITSTRACYG. Also off Instagram on my site, shesbeautyandthebeast.com. And if you really connected with the affirmations that Queen allowed me to share, they're within an audio vision board, a new one that's called Forced to Flow. And there's a guided journaling portion that goes along with it. Both are free. So if you go to shesbeautyandthebeast.com/forced to flow, it will be offered right to you. Or you could just go to the link in my bio. But yes, that's where you can find me.
Thank you to all my subscribers. We are giving away a free 7-day detox kit when we reach our milestone goal of 50,000 subscribers to this channel. To enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel. Like and comment on this video, and we will choose the winner from the comments section. Thank you for growing with us. Ashe.